don't see that she posted. It shows in the mention.
When I logged you out, it logged me out.
Say that again. If it did that, we'll start it over. What it did?
Yeah, I started it.
That's what I told you. You can't be on the same. What's up, y'all? We working? What you logged into? Hold on, let me see something.
Because you're on. That's your page.
Oh, Lord. No. I don't want to do that.
I'm going to just add on from this. We just got the road. We done.
Hold on. So you go on and then join it? Okay,
Mm-hmm.
Cool. But how you going to accept it? You got to go on here. What up, family? The people. What's happening, y'all? Let me see.
You want to take care?
Let me see. I see Natalie Grow on here. Gee, Win, Posh, Josh. What's happening, Posh? Acting like old men. Don't know what we doing. We don't know what we doing. What's up, Trey Rock? We got some good stuff we gonna cover today, but we are acting like old men. We don't know what we doing. Trying to figure it out. Of course, while we work through some technical stuff, this is brought to you by Balance Living Podcast, Balance Living _podcast on Instagram. Follow us on Instagram, and then follow also our personal pages. Zyron Gilmore, straight Zyron Gilmore on Instagram. Jarrell Jones, GEORELL, right where you're watching from. We also on YouTube, just Jocin on YouTube. This is brought to you by Vag Pro Health. Follow Vag Pro Health, all you ladies out there. Get your personal vaginal care needs. Today only, you get 20% off. Use the promo code Jocin on the page, and you're gonna get a nice little discount on Vag Pro Health products.
Talk to the people, man. Talking all little whispering.
What's up, y'all? Who else on here?
Talk to the people.
Josh, man, I miss you, man. We got to do some food, some lunch or something. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Z?
I'm cooling. What's up?
What's going on with Balance Living Podcast?
Man, Balance Living Podcast. Man, it was an amazing day today. Man, today I had a panel of 6 special guests. Me and my co-host Reagan.
Okay.
Chef Reagan, to be exact, is better with butter. Man, I love that segment. I can't wait till you guys see that.
So what's is better with butter?
That's a little thing, man. That's a little thing she have going on. That's emotion. Like that's what she have. That's what she loves to do. She's the chef. She's the cook.
So it's better with butter. That's coming out soon, right?
Coming out soon. It's definitely coming out soon. We'll be looking for that next week. We have some great guests. We have Sage, Soul by Sage.
All right.
Annette Jones, Brother New, Pastor Jonathan Everett,
Brother New.
Clarity
I heard Brother
Candles.
New, but that was a lot, huh? Brother New, huh?
Brother New was Brother New.
Brother New was Brother New.
If you know Brother New, he's gonna be Brother New. We also had
Devin. What's up, my brother?
that was it. That was all the guests we had. We had a
Good.
great time, man. It
We're
was
gonna have to get Devin on here, bro.
definitely get Devin on here. You know, he put on the suit.
The primo New Orleans attorney. If you need some law help, check with Devin Jones, Mr. Jones _ Mr. Jones _ he's what you need.
Man, definitely what you need.
If people get in trouble,
if you're in trouble, you have a case, and you need some help, man, check out Cuz, man. He got you covered.
Mm-hmm.
Got you covered, man. What you drinking on today?
I mean, a
What
little juice.
Drinking on?
A little juice.
A little juice. There ain't no cranberry juice, huh?
A little juice. What? So you did the show those days you recorded.
Because I'm celebrating women for the month of March.
Gotcha.
And I want to play my part and honor the women that's in my life, who I know personally. Like every day I've been putting up a post about women, celebrating them.
Okay.
Because they have to go through a lot.
Yeah.
Women have to struggle in a world that's full of men, full of men that have egos, who's dominant, who stay in your place type men. So I want to hear their views and hear their perspective on those issues that they have to go through and the struggles that they have to go through to be successful.
Gotcha.
It was a great, man. Next week, I can't wait till we blast that to y'all. Make sure y'all subscribe to our YouTube channel right now.
Tell me this though, before you get into this, is the whole Just Jocin. Tell the people how this even got started, because I don't usually do all of this, y'all. I'm very behind the scenes, low key. How did we get to this point to where we're here?
Just Jocin really starts 15 years ago. It ain't just happened overnight. I'm a type of person, if you know me, I'm gonna call you on the record. So it goes from us being on the phone for hours to just, man, sat down and interview him and his wife. That 3 weeks ago, we had a great conversation. We did that for like 2 hours. And from there, me and Jesus was talking like, man, let's bring it back for the following week. So the following week, me and Jesus did it, and we're here.
What does Jocin mean?
Jocin mean you just sitting out, just having a conversation, venting out, get some wine, get some cranberry juice, smoke a cigar, get some hookah with the ladies, with your lady friends, and just vibe out. Like just being yourself.
Chop it up.
Chop it up. It's a judge-free zone. Just be authentic, be yourself. That's the key. Just be yourself.
Gotcha.
You gotta be authentic. Just be yourself. Be regular. Like you don't have to. It don't matter if you make a $250,000 a year and I make $50,000 a year. Like just Jocin and you just jokes. Somebody that you could talk to and vent out to, that can help you out, pray with you when you're down. Like that's what all about Jocin. Jocin is just having fun.
What are we talking about today, bro?
Today, we're talking about a lot of conversations today. I
heard you want to talk about red. You want to ask me about red flags?
I want to ask you about red flags, but first I want to ask you about some music because I know you're a hip hop head, and I know you're from Uptown, so you might hold Uptown down. But I know you're a Rockefeller baby at heart.
Mm-hmm.
Who's the best rapper?
I'm not necessarily a Rockefeller baby, even though they probably have some of the best music, the whole label. But I'm more of a Jay-Z fan.
More of a Jay-Z.
If I say, I'm not going to necessarily say who's the best rapper because I think they both have their own strengths. So to me, it's between Jay and Wayne.
Jay and Wayne?
Jay and Wayne. It's Jay.
So who's the best rapper?
I can't say that because I think Jay is a better lyricist, meaning what he's talking about. But Wayne is a better freestyler and actual putting it all together. Because he might say some stuff that you would never think to say.
Who y'all guys think the best? Is it Jay-Z?
Put it in the chat. Jay-Z or Wayne? If you had to compare the two,
who's the best?
They're gonna say Tupac and Biggie and all that. Come on.
We need y'all to come on. It's an engagement. This is a conversation. It ain't just a one-sided. Is it Jay-Z or is it Lil Wayne?
And remember, share, like, post it, do all of that right on Instagram. That's who you think?
I'm a Rockefeller baby at heart. I'm gonna go with Jay-Z.
Okay.
Jay-Z because You could go buy a Jay-Z album, and he's gonna tell you how to get your credit straight. He's gonna tell you how to cook this coke up. He's gonna tell you how he was broke and he became a billionaire. Oh yeah, what he said? I'm the one went over the stove. Huh? He the one that had to go back and do that thing. So Jay gonna tell you how to hustle.
All right.
Like Wayne have a lot of albums. He have a lot of music. His catalog is much larger.
Yeah, but was it all successful music?
It wasn't all successful.
That's what I'm saying.
It's like No Limit going with Cash Money.
That's what I'm
like
saying.
No Limit had 30 albums in 1 year, but at 98, all they needed was 400 Degrees.
Exactly. That's like Walmart to Barney's. Like it's like you got a bunch of Walmarts everywhere. That don't mean that they doing it. Like it's quality, man. Quality over quantity.
Yes, it's definite.
So, that's just me.
I get that. So with that being said, like, is it best to have 20 different women or 20 different men that you're dating?
Y'all see what he did? He just went straight.
Or having just that one?
Straight back to that.
Like, what's your intake? What's your intake on
me? I think it's to each his own per se. If you are single and you want,
hold up, pause. Wayne is wordplay artist.
Okay,
there's the storyteller.
That's true.
So who is your favorite, India? Who is your favorite? That's the second line.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with that. That's kind of what I was saying. Wayne got freestyle all day, but Jay gonna tell a story and he's going to really motivate you in what he's saying.
Well, who's the best?
The best at what?
Somebody that just had wordplay every night.
If I say overall, Jay got him all day because I gotta look at the business sense of it. He has taken it and then flipped rapping to become a billionaire because he flipped it into products, then flipped it into a whole brand, then flipped it into a lifestyle brand with he and his wife and all that. So if I say best for me based on overall, the way I look at life, it's gonna be Jay all day.
It's gonna be Jay all day.
Yeah, all day.
Gotcha. Yeah. Jay. Wayne just and they say Jay-Z.
There you go.
And they say Jay-Z. I'm a Jay-Z. I'm Rockefeller.
They don't
Rockefeller.
Not like rap. So
they must not like rap.
So what I'm saying is, it's up to you. If you're a guy that is a one woman kind of guy,
I know who they like. Jill Scott or Erykah Badu.
That's hard. Dude, that's hard.
For the ladies,
just the word on that.
For the ladies, Jill Scott or Erykah Badu. I'm gonna pick Jill Scott because Jill Scott, I like him thinking fun.
That's hard.
Erykah Badu too skinny for me.
I never even looked at Erykah Badu like
she loves me.
I'm special. No, Erykah Badu best song.
Jill all day.
A lot of people don't even know. It's called Yay Yo. You heard of it? You know that?
Mm-hmm.
That's my favorite Erykah song, but I ain't never look at it like that.
So who's the best?
Who the best?
You're still not answering the question.
To me, out of those two, Erykah Badu.
Why? And why is that?
Because Jill can sing. Jill probably put on a better show or whatever. But overall content, Erykah is like Lauryn Hill. It's like
they say Erykah is fine though.
Yeah. Like, I take Erykah all day.
You say Erykah all day?
All day.
I get that.
She just don't have no content.
Yeah.
But like I was saying, with men, if you are a one woman man, my thing is just do your thing with that one. Don't run. You don't have to run the streets. If you dating, you single, blah blah blah, you out there, you can have a bunch all you want.
Right.
Just be aware of the risk. And something a guy said today, you got to be straightforward with them as you're dating. Mm-hmm. Another thing we want to talk about is what's the difference between dating and courting, you know? Mm-hmm. So if you're dating them, at the least you could do is be straightforward. Be honorable, be integral to say, look, we're not really monogamous or whatever. I might have other people out there that I'm seeing, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then we go from there.
We had a good conversation about that earlier, about
what's the difference between dating and
courting?
What's the difference between do you date or do you court? What you do? See, you single.
I'm single.
I date my wife still.
If I had the choice, I would like to courting because it's a commitment. Like we need to get to the days of where we're bringing back the promise ring. A lot of people don't even know about a promise ring. A promise ring means she belongs to somebody. He belongs to somebody. Like you're bringing loyalty, commitment, dedication. Even though we're not where we want to be in life with a relationship title, we still have that kind of that commitment. Like, but dating is just, I could date anybody.
Yeah.
And that's when you come back home with that earned return package that you don't want when you're dating this one and having sex with this one.
Yeah.
It's like you got to dumb it down and don't become that person. Because a person, men today and women today who's single and dating, if you don't be careful, you'll find yourself dating 15 to 20 people easily within 2 weeks if you're not careful.
And because you're not cutting them off, you keeping them under the cuff. You got a team that you might highlight, this one for this one for that. What if they all serving different purposes?
They're definitely serving different purposes.
Is that right? That's wrong? That's right?
No, it's definitely wrong. It's definitely wrong. Everybody have their own agenda.
Okay.
But how can we get to the point where you only just dealing with that one?
What if they don't? Okay, so if that's what I was saying. If it's somebody that want to deal with one, then good. But there's a lot of people, to me, seem like even women nowadays that they've grown to the point that they can't find one, so they gonna just take, I'm gonna get this from him, this from him, this from him. And a lot of men, they just look, it's about one thing from all of them.
Right, but you have to set that standards. You have to set standards and boundaries, right? We'd be so caught up on looking for the red flags to where we don't even worry about the workable flags. That's the yellow and the blue, the pink.
What? Give me an example of what people are saying. What's a red flag these days?
A red flag is if a female thinking she's the only one, and that man tell her, I have multiple female friends, she gonna consider that a red flag. Now, if she consider that a red flag, why do you consist on talking to that person if that's a red flag? But no, they overlook that and go beyond their standards and their boundaries and keep on going with it. And then they find themselves hurt.
So
emotionally.
So a person dating other people, even if they tell them, look, I'm dating other people, that's a red flag if I tell you that.
Because
it's a red flag. But if she's dating also, that's an understanding. Look, you dating people, I'm dating people.
Somebody say fact.
Yeah. But if the woman wants a marriage and the man is in a dating phase, for her it's a red flag because really it's about compatibility. Definitely. We both looking to see if we compatible. So what's the red flag to one person may not be a red flag to another person because what they're looking for might be different.
They say that's not a red flag.
She can start.
And that's a CEO. That's a CEO right there.
That's not a red flag. Just because you date somebody.
It's not a red flag.
That's the man being honest.
Right. It's only based on who the person is, though.
Exactly. So I'm
because when you look at it, G, a person's not gonna keep it 100 in the beginning all the times, like because they want what they want. It's either you want that vagina or you want that penis. And so until you get once you get that vagina, the penis, and then you want to keep it real and say you're dating other people. Because you don't know if that person gonna turn left or right and shut you down. So you, in the beginning, everybody don't keep it real like we think they're keeping it real.
Okay.
So that's not a red flag, but he have to, from day one, you have to let that person know.
Let me say what my thought of a red flag for me is, say if it's a woman, you looking at a man, and we're not just gonna stick to the men too. We're gonna talk about red flags for women too. If the man, if you're looking for a man that's gonna be your one and only, blah blah blah, a red flag would be things like
always like that.
He can't keep a job. You know what I'm saying? Right. He don't spend time with his kids if he have kids. Or if you want kids and he don't want kids. Those are all things to say that look, we might not be compatible long term. You know what I'm saying? So you got to look at like yellow flags and all of that. Things that may be short term, like look, okay, his teeth, there's something wrong with his mouth. I can fix that. You know what I'm saying? If all the other flags good, but he got something physical that you could change or fix, I'm gonna
give you a good example.
Okay.
Where I didn't make the red flag, the person made the red flag.
Okay.
It was a time in my life where I wanted kids, right? I was big on kids. And this particular woman who I was dating at that time, Jocin at that time, she couldn't have kids.
Okay.
She cut me off because She knows she couldn't give me a kid. She know that's what I wanted.
But that's not that. That was
It wasn't a red flag for me because I was cool,
yeah.
right? But because she know I wanted
she
kids,
knew that she couldn't give you what you wanted.
So
to
she-
me, that was honorable.
that was honorable. That was good. But it was.
But did she communicate that?
She just went ghost.
But that wasn't okay.
That wasn't okay.
So how you found out that was the issue?
Weeks later, just talking, I'm like,
She told you.
I caught it in the beginning. I'm like, what happened? She's like, I can't give you kids. But
like Trey Rock said, she didn't want to leave you on.
She didn't want to leave me on.
I would rather her do that than lead you on in 20 years.
But that could be a red flag for somebody else who would be a person shutting them down. All right, that's the example of a red flag for somebody. If you can't give me what I want because you brought up kids, somebody not taking care of their kids.
Yeah.
And also, if you can't give a person a kid, because if y'all kicking it together and he vent out because he want a kid and cheat on you, you gonna feel some type of way because you can't give him that kid.
Yeah. So I think that the challenge is, and what we hear is, it's all about communicating on both sides. What's up, JoJo? It's all about communicating on both sides. Like Trey Rock, she didn't want to fall in love, and she couldn't get your kid. So if
somebody say, so a man starts talking about having kids, I'm out. Erica, go sit down.
That's what I'm saying, but that's true. So if that's, you looking for compatibility.
Right.
So anything that's on your list that's not compatible with what you want, who you are, then that's a red flag for you. It might not be a red flag for somebody else, but you got a list. You know what I mean? Like when my wife and I did it, we came with a list of things that we wanted in the other person, and just so happened that we both made probably 95% of each other's list, and it works. But there's gonna be things that come up over time in a relationship that may or may not work. Your marriage or relationship, whatever, it's gonna change all the time. Your job gonna change, your time gonna change.
But Chris ain't trying to hear about no list.
I ain't looking for
Charles ain't trying to hear about no list. But Chris said, what about the people,
the single
people that's dating and love their attraction on the outside, and when they go to talking to them about the list, they looking at them, they corny, they lame. I ain't with that church boy shit. I ain't with that church boy.
That ain't church boy. That's sensible.
But in their mind, you talking about a broquisha.
But even at the basic level, you know what you want. You know you want to. If it's a woman, you know you want them to have a job. You know you want them to date you. You know if you want kids or you don't want kids. You know you want them to at least have some intelligence. You know the basic things. You got a list without you even writing the list down.
Team, me, say lack of compatibilities and red flags are not the same thing.
Lack of compatibility and red flags are not the same thing. Okay, so talk to us. What is compatibility?
That's really our co-host from the background, y'all.
What if we want to shout right now, Badge Pro Health, get all your products today, 20% off. Use the promo code Jocin, Jocin for 20% off. But for me, if there's something that I want, or there's something that the female want, if she wants kids,
the girl equal sensible,
and he don't, boom, that's a red flag to her.
Mm-hmm.
But there's other basic red flags. I'm talking about like their character, their values, their morals. Those are basic things that a lot of times we don't even ask those questions in the beginning to find that out. A lot of times, like even if you are a church girl, whatever, Christian, whatever, you ain't even trying. If you figure he look good or whatever, you ain't trying to ask that because you really trying to get past anything that's gonna turn you off right now. Or for men, when the sex is good, we don't want to find nothing that's gonna make us not want to be with the person because the sex is good.
J1 says stability.
Stability. That can be a red flag. For sure.
That definitely could be.
For sure. But I think stability.
Stability what? Finance?
But stability is, to me, is more of a yellow flag. And the red flag would be you ain't never got a job. You see what I'm saying?
That's the red flag.
Yeah. Stability is like a yellow flag that I'm looking for. Okay, I keep seeing errors or whatever. Like, what is he or she doing to get stable? Am I communicating that this is a problem, and is this a permanent thing versus a short-term thing? Because you can be unstable, but it don't be forever. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
And you could be unstable and you not trying to provide stability. But if you're trying to provide stability, that's more of a yellow flag than a red flag to me.
Shout out to the people that's on YouTube.
Melinda Henry.
Shout out to the people that's on YouTube. We appreciate y'all. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. Absolutely.
Yes, I have requirements. Somebody said they got requirements.
I used to go by the 3-strike rule like baseball. I don't know. I'm the red flag thing. I'm like,
so 3 red flags and you out?
Ooh, you tough.
But I think a lot of
you're not gonna find a perfect person if you're looking for that.
So what you do when you do?
But in order for you to find a perfect person, you need to know your value.
Exactly.
If you don't know who you are, you know anything a red flag to you.
Gotcha.
Anything a red flag. Oh, they called me today. Oh, what's going on? You gonna get aggravated about that? Oh, they didn't file up and call me back from last night. Oh, this person must be with somebody else. So that like anything gonna be a red flag. Anything gonna trigger you off and make you upset. You have to know who you are.
I think that's all different. That's situational, in my opinion.
But so it might be situation in your opinion.
No, I'm saying else. That's what I'm saying. What you're saying is them saying the person didn't call them back is not necessarily a red flag. That's situation.
For you, but somebody else.
That's what I'm saying.
That might
that's
be
what I'm trying to,
that might
that's what I'm trying to teach what real red flags are. Real red flags are character things, things that somebody that this person won't change this thing, and you have to ask yourself, can I deal with this thing if they don't change it? That's the question right there about the red flag.
Lie to you about their sexuality.
They can have somebody that really they don't have a job, but the other person don't care. So that's not a red flag to them. So whatever the issue is, can I live with them and they not change whatever I have an issue with? That's gonna be a red flag for you. You see what I'm saying? Right. Somebody might be mean or like they might not like the same things as you. It might not matter. But that also might be a deal breaker for the next person.
You know what's a red flag for me?
What's a red flag for you? That's a good
wearing Gucci slippers that's small on your feet and your back of your feet black and dirt.
Oh, Lord. That's not no red flag.
Oh, that's a red flag. That's a turn off.
That's not a red flag.
Them Gucci they be small.
That's a turn off.
They be at the second line. They can't wait to Super Sunday wear them Gucci slippers they had from 5 years ago.
Look, RPM 787 said, I want a woman that knows how to be a lady. I want to know about the relationship she has with her parents. That's good. And the father. Somebody said that today. I was in a shoot and they said,
got a question.
Nasty.
Got a question.
They said
got a question.
They want to know. Hold on. They said they want to know how the woman deals with their father and how their father raised them. That'll tell them how she will deal with him. So I agree with that. I think knowing how a person is parented will tell you also how they parent and how they deal with relationships. Part of the reason why it's always is good to at least try to get your kids to be able to see healthy relationships.
Trey Rock know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
My sisters know what I'm talking about. Got a question for you.
What does it mean? What does it mean to be a lady? I don't know.
We can't answer that. The ladies have to answer that question.
Somebody, they can't click join on here. Join on here.
We're gonna go to J Rock had one too.
Are women receptive of a man with ambition and action? Are women receptive of a man? I think they are. That's so cold 3, so cold _ 3. Let me answer. I'm gonna answer the first question. What does it mean to be a lady?
Yeah, it's the way you carry yourself.
Yep.
If you're a mother.
Yep.
Making sure you're a great parent, loyalty, commitment, dedication, how you dress, how you talk.
Mm-hmm.
Like, no man wants a masculine woman.
Yeah, I'm gonna come back to you. Jay went to on the what about no father? Go ahead.
Feel like she's doing everything. Like, I don't need no man. It just that's not ladylike. You're a woman because anybody could be a woman, but you have to separate yourself from being a lady. Like you're in another category when you call yourself a lady.
Okay,
like. Keeping up those traditional foundations of being a woman in the house, a home care, a home giver, like things like that will make you a lady. Like anybody could be a woman.
I get it. So for me, I think it's a little simpler because I'm traditional and not, you know what I'm saying? So in terms of roles. So I think for me, a lady is really
Hold up. It was said that a woman who knows how to be a lady, how does a man define that?
So that's what I'm saying. Let me
and she also came back and said, why can't I patch a tie and be a lady?
I don't have a problem with that. My thing is,
she started from over there.
Yeah, my thing is, seeing me over there. She got from over here to over there. My thing is, I need you to be classy. That's a simple one-word definition of what a lady is to me. I don't care if you get in trouble. I don't want you to patch your tie because I want to do everything in terms of my wife, my woman. You ain't got to patch no tie. You ain't got to do no gas. You ain't got to do none of that. It's just about classy, being of the Bible says no reproach. Like I shouldn't have to hear anything or see anything disrespectful, demeaning, whatever, whether it's on social media in person about you. Like you should always carry yourself with a certain level of class and respect and honor that makes you a lady.
No.
That's it. So that's
don't
just
be having no small.
It's not about what you do that make you a lady.
Just don't wear no small Gucci slippers and your back of your feet dirty or the Super Sunday or something.
Exactly.
Also, 3 pretty girls. My sister said at the same time. I'm a mother, a woman, a lady. You just know how to switch it up. You just have to switch it up. Period.
Exactly. Yeah. It's not about what you do. That don't make you a lady. It's really about how you carry yourself. What level of class do you carry yourself?
So Cold 3 told King me, just pass that tie up, love.
Exactly. if you're in a situation where I can't get to you because I would want to do it or get you AAA or roadside assistance and you know how to do it, like I told my kids a couple weeks ago, they're about to turn, they just turned 15. I need them both to know.
It's getting hot over here. I don't have to do it, but if I do, why does that mean I'm no longer a lady?
So we're not saying that. We're not saying that you no longer.
No, but she's commenting to So Cold.
I got you.
They in the chat going at it.
Let's come back over here, Jay. When we were talking about a woman without a father and what people oftentimes want, the guy was saying that he wants to know about how the woman had a relationship with her father and all that. And so if you don't, that's fine, and that's no issue. The comment was made that he just uses that as a way to kind of judge how the woman would handle. Because for me, I didn't have a father per se, but last week I was talking about I looked to other men around me, but even though they weren't all positive role models, I looked to them to see what not to do. So even if you don't have a father, you can look at other men or you can look at other women and see, okay, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. And then you could, in your current life, say, okay, look, man, I can define how I'm going to act by seeing all the negatives that other people did, and then I do the opposite of that. Right. So
because J1 was commenting to say right. So what does man do then?
So do you think that people should identify their own red flags?
Accountability will help.
Okay.
But because you can tell a person they have a red flag, but if they don't believe they have a red flag,
but you got to be aware.
They're gonna be defensive.
They got to be aware. Do you think men or women are more aware of their issues?
We coming to you, J Rock. We coming.
What J Rock talking about?
He's saying answer the pig question.
Are women receptive of a man with ambition and action? Let's answer that. For me, I think they're more receptive of a man with ambition and action because that shows that the person has potential. I think the challenge comes in when that ambition and action take away time from them. Okay, so that's what you got to pay attention to. More women gonna want a man that's ambitious and doing something, but then what got the man and what attracted them to the man, when they get him, it could create some insecurity because now it's also going to draw other women. It's also going to take his time, all of that, et cetera, et cetera. But that's not everybody. That's not
everybody. But you have to have balance too and make time for that woman too.
Agreed.
You can't just be always working on focus forward. Right? You have to make time.
Agreed.
Like the slogan say, make time for what you want.
Agreed.
If you're making time to go to work, you're making time to go to the side hustles, making time for everything else.
Yeah.
That woman gonna make time. She gonna want her time too. And if you don't give her time, somebody else gonna get in that time.
Jay Wynn said you got to have motion. I believe that. You got to be doing something. I don't care if, because in life, you're going to have some ups, some downs. The goal is that those ups and downs to be overall going all the way up. But as long as you're moving, man, as long as you're doing something, I think that's the key. And if you get somebody that y'all can both get together and y'all are in motion together, that's a win-win all day.
Jay Stack said, yeah, I feel like people identify their own red flags, but they follow what they want to be and hide them in pain or abuse mentally, physically, or verbally.
That's true. That's true. So what he's saying is you can identify it, but people don't actually address them. That's why.
That's that accountability. That's that accountability. You need that, but if they don't think nothing wrong with them, they're not gonna see a counselor.
But it's also it take a lot of putting your pride aside, putting your ego aside. Like when I first started going to counseling, I think, man, every week we used to go in the counselor.
Now, let me
set me up every week, bro.
Let me ask you the question: was you going on your own, or was your partner helping you also to say, "All right, babe"?
I was a little different because I wanted to go. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So I don't think the average man just wants to go because it's no joke. If you go into counseling, you are literally facing and having to deal with the traumas. In our culture, Black culture already has an issue and a stigma about counseling and therapy and mental challenges, anything related to that. So I wanted to go, and I was going actually in my previous marriage, but it gets hard or harder when you're going and you having to deal with your issues day in, day out. It was weeks and months that I had so many things I was dealing with. It felt like it was always about me, but it made me stronger. And I had to put my ego and my pride aside and like deal with you. A real counselor will tell you, this is not about, you're not tallying up. This, we dealing with her stuff, we dealing with my stuff. It's about both people going fix. You got to fix your own stuff. I got to fix my own stuff. So when we come together, it's just a win-win. Like that's what it should be. When I leave the counselor and I come home, I'm not sitting here, oh, you wrong. It's not a tit for tat thing. It's me trying to address my issues. Because if I fix me and she fix her, then we could come together and be solid.
So Jay once say ego is a downfall for many, especially Black men.
I agree.
Egos, we do have pride and egos. Yeah, it's both sides, not just for Black men, because women have egos too. Because a woman that has a degree, and because I met somebody that who I'm not going to share what their name is, interview. You know, I make 6 figures. You see what kind of car I drive? This gas tank don't take $40. That's what she said in the interview.
Okay.
So what's your intake on?
What do you mean interview? Like when y'all met?
No, my Balanced Living interview.
Okay, got you.
Podcast.
Oh yeah, got you.
Yeah, for my podcast.
Oh, gotcha.
And I because
Balanced Living
podcast.
There you go. Follow Balanced Living.
And she explained to me to where she, a guy have to match what she makes. What's your intake on that?
Again, I think that's everybody got their own standards. You know, if that's your standard, everybody has different. Some people they don't want a man with money. They don't want a man with children. They want a man that make a certain level of money. Every time you add a certain standard, you change your scope of available men. I'm talking to the people that's dating, the available men or available women. So you have to have standards. I would always just look at my standards and see if they're reasonable.
But we found out today that majority of those high standards women are the most single women in the world.
I know that's because they have standards, and as long as their standards are reasonable, they can't find a man that's gonna match their standards.
So you mean to all the men?
I don't think it's all of them. They have a higher requirement of who they're looking for, and the pool of men is
oh, that's that broke pool we were talking about earlier.
Like the pool of men that can meet a high standard independent woman is not a lot.
Because you know why? The men who's on that level don't want a woman that's all the way masculine.
I get that, but
they want somebody that's soft.
To me, it's also about age. If you get to the place where you 40, 30, late 30s, 40s, and your standards are high when it's like, okay, I want to find somebody without kids and all that, it gets to be challenging because most of the good men are already married or taken or have kids. So it starts knocking down your opportunities because the standards you have. I don't want a man with young kids. I don't want a man that been married. It's like if you get past a certain age, it becomes challenging to find somebody to meet all the standards. But that don't mean that you need to
read what Trey Rock said. Read what Trey Rock said.
What I do not like is when a poor woman want a rich man. So that's my thing. I want to say that. She said what she doesn't like is when a poor woman want a rich man and she doesn't make $20,000 per year. That's why I'm saying make sure your standards are reasonable. If your standard is that I want a man who can buy me a Goyard bag, who can buy me a Louis bag, who can pay my bills and all of this, if you can't do it for yourself, I don't think you should require as a standard for somebody else. Mm-hmm. If you can't provide this thing or whatever your standard is for yourself, I don't think you should require or hold somebody else, somebody you're looking for, to the same standard. What's up, CE3? Blake in the building. So that's my thing. If you say, "Oh, he needs to take me," it's like the whole cheesecake factory thing that was going on. If you can't take yourself to cheesecake, Ruth Chris, or whatever steakhouse, fancy restaurant, Mr. John's, or wherever you want to go, if you can't do that for yourself consistently, you don't require that of nobody else.
I'm gonna shape it up a little bit. Does having a body count is a red flag? Having a body count
for me, somebody. What? See, firstly, I don't.
Let's talk about
it. If you get you a, I don't know how to say it. If you get someone that does not have a high body count, I don't think they're gonna be honest. They're gonna tell you, okay, I ain't been. Oh, you could tell because they've been married or whatever the fact is. But if you do have a high body count, for me, that's a red flag. That's a challenge.
Why?
Firstly, partially because of what I talked about today. If you run in the streets that much, first of all, before anything needs to shake, you need to go to the doctor.
Right? We go to the doctor. They clear.
First,
they ain't passed the test. They clear.
Right.
But does that body count matter? If you're 35 and older, everybody got a body count.
You mean like what level of body count?
Now it's level to the body count.
Yeah,
so you believe in God? Yeah. You believe in that He changed people daily?
I agree.
It's like the pampers that cause love, right? The name of the pampers that call love.
Okay.
Right? They love when you get pissed off at them. They love when you give them a lot of crap. They love when you do your good, bad, and ugly.
Okay.
And that pamper that's called love stays on you till you change. And once you change, they release. You get a new one. So why we can't be like that with people?
I get it, but
and my question is, why do you even worry about the past anyway? Worry about the body count.
My thing is, we need to understand
what you think
how you got the body count that you got.
They was in the
if your body count is low, it don't even matter. That don't matter to me. Is it a red flag for a man? What you talking about, JoJo?
They're saying as long as she's not a known counter, be good.
Exactly, yeah. I'm with J. Cole.
I guess she's relating what I'm saying is a red flag for a man. I'm not trying to focus on your past. I'm focused on building from the present and the future. Whatever you had in the past before me, we don't need to discuss that. I always been like that. I don't care who you ain't talking to, who and so and so. They ain't my lane is show me who you are now.
I agree. My thing is, I don't need you to have a recent body count. I don't need you to be. You were single for a year, and then you went through 30 people. That's a problem for me. Something is wrong.
They do have people that buy limits.
Yeah,
you see what she said?
Buy a car. Exactly. Like if you just went through 30 people in 1 year, something wrong. Something wrong with you.
How would you know that? Are you gonna ask?
Yeah.
Why you gonna answer?
I mean, that's part of the questions that people don't ask in the beginning.
I like what King Men said. That's none of your business.
Why? That's none of your business. I get it, but that's just me.
God changed her. He changed her.
Change is fine. You need to go get checked.
You gonna go get checked, and she passed the test.
Okay. And you need to get checked in 6
If
months.
you're 35 or older, you do not need to be worrying about a body count.
You need to go get checked, and then that's part of what I'm saying is the problem. We don't ask enough questions in the beginning, Z. So in the beginning, you meet somebody in January, okay?
Man, I slept with 25
They just slept with 30 people. They tell you no, or they tell you whatever. They go get checked. They show you a thing in January. They could come up with something in February that you don't even know about that they got in December. That didn't show up in January.
That's how that.
Yeah.
Well, we didn't have sex for the first 2 months.
Right? You see, checked and counted different. I agree. Checked and counted different. Checked and counted different. I need a clear health record. That's my point. I need a clear health record.
But people do change. You have to give people room to change.
I'm fine with changing.
People have. You have to get the same way somebody gave you another chance. You have to get the same way for somebody else.
Because
you have to give that same grace.
I wouldn't want somebody that's boring that I got to spend the rest of my life with. Right. I don't want that. Don't bore me. Keep it exciting, keep it 100, keep it good. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to the doctor.
So I don't want no boring person, but yeah.
Ms. Strike said you can have sex with one person and get something. Don't have nothing to do with count. That's what I'm saying. It has nothing to do with count.
It's not about count. It's about like at what.
It shouldn't matter. It shouldn't matter, G.
If you got
that shouldn't be a red flag.
So no number matters.
That shouldn't be a red flag. Because as long as you good to me in the bed, that's all that matters to me. And you clear with the medical record.
That's why I've always been a relationship man. Like
right. You don't have a body count, but the woman who you probably meet.
But I'm saying I don't want a woman with a body count. No crazy body count. I don't want that.
What's your number of a crazy body count?
Is it called your age? What if you
if they 30, if they 35, between 35 and 40, what's your average?
What's the crazy body count at 35? What's a good body count and what's the bad body count at 35?
Ask the people. Put in the
comments. There we go. Put in the comments. At 35, as a woman, what your body count should be, and then should it be different for a man?
Somebody put that team.
Should it be put that in there? Should it be different for a man?
Me put that in there. There's no difference.
Look, see, Doc say I want to see your macho. Yeah, log into my optional with me standing right there.
That's
you know
my brother right there. See, that is my brother.
I need to see all of it. Like
35.
35. So at 35, your body count should be 35. Okay.
Oh, that's a lot.
See, they don't want to put it. They scared to be judged.
35 is a lot. Yeah, Jay Wynn, where you at? You've been on here comment.
35. At 35, and should it be different for a man?
Whatever she wants, unless she's willing to share.
Okay, I get it. That's what I'm saying. So it is what it is. See?
It's not. It is what it is. I need you to tell the people your number. You ain't gonna me your number.
For me, for a woman, if you
say 5. First hands. Win for you.
For me, at 35.
Somebody said ain't nobody being honest about their count. Round that off.
Exactly. They learn.
I don't know no woman that's 35 with 35 bodies. I'm sorry.
Yeah, if you got 35 bodies,
let him answer the question.
Ooh, I mean, look. So if you reasonable, what, like 15 max at 35
and 15.
5. See, 5 is very.
5
is a great number.
5 is your ball. He ain't heavy. You 5.
That's in my ball game. That means 5 relationships.
But just being honest to people, like it's like that's not realistic.
I get it. So
like you always like.
So this is what I'm saying. So
like
not
realistic. Is always in a relationship.
So this is what I'm saying. 5 is typical for a relationship.
And that's hard.
So that's what I'm saying. That's why I went to
that's
15.
Hard
15 is typical for somebody who haven't been in a relationship. That's okay. You dated one person per year or so. You know what I mean? You dated people that lasted about a year, and you good. Mm-hmm. And that's not counting if you ain't start early, because a lot of people started early. Started really early.
Who you asking that to, Trellick? What's your body count to be? Since we being honest, you asking me or you asking G? Women should value their body more than being
I think
that something got to go inside them.
I think I don't necessarily. I
she
hate to
said-
see that.
Oh,
but I
they
think it's
said
both.
G. They coming for G next.
I never really counted my body count. I never did that.
Just women should value their bodies.
I never did that, but
So is it
Shirley,
more-
I would be straightforward and honest. As we are like, I never really counted, but I've been in a relationship. You see what I'm saying? But as I was
Long-term
younger, you
relationship.
see what I'm saying? I was younger and I wild out, but I was a kid. You know what I'm saying?
Long
So, but
time.
as I got older and I got into a relationship, I was just in my relationship. I wasn't wilding out. So as a man, if I did count, my relationship is way lower than a typical. I'm 42, and than a typical 42-year-old man because I'm on my second marriage now. So, my number is way low compared to a regular man. Just to answer you, I'd rather be transparent.
Yeah.
So,
Women should value their bodies. What you think about that?
Kimi, just women should value. I agree. That's
Women
all.
definitely should value their
I think
bodies.
that goes back to the whole lady. What makes a lady? It's all about how you carry yourself.
They
your
say why
character.
should hers matter?
I think we got past that. It don't necessarily matter. Keyword necessarily matter. It's all according to who you with. If it don't matter to who you with, then it don't matter.
One person I might just cry. It don't matter. That's why I don't ask that question. I don't ask about your body count.
Because you might have a virgin that want a virgin.
I'm
You know what
focused.
I'm
I'm focused
But you
on.
might have somebody that was a pimp that want a stripper.
I'm always going to focus on.
If it match, it match. If that's what they want, they want.
Like I'm cool with going through the method of going to get tested. Like in the beginning, like I said last week in the show, like at one time I used to take it as an offense. I used to feel like it was insult because I know my body and I'm not the type of human being. But I have the respect that the other person just want that reassurance,
That's
like
it.
to go get tested.
So should you ask the person their body count? Are we saying no? Don't even.
It all depends on the final that. It all depends on who the person is. If it matters to you,
Right. Look, I Am Power Woman said it's like credit. After 7 years, it fall off. I don't think that's the case. It's not like Experience. It ain't gonna fall off.
We're talking about HIV and everything.
Yeah, HIV don't fall off. No. After 7 years, it don't fall off. That's not how it goes. You cannot dispute a body.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that don't count. That don't count. On social media, they said if you wear protection, it don't count as a body. No. Do that count?
That doesn't count as a body.
Yeah, that counts.
About it. So that with that being said, we learned that from last week's show, it's okay to get tested.
Yeah.
When your relationship once every 6 months.
At least once every 6 months. If you're in a relationship, and if you start dating somebody before y'all make that next step to do anything physical, definitely go get tested. Definitely get some results. Definitely look at it. I mean, we're talking about health wise, and even over the course of the relationship, that's why we brought to you by Badge Pro. If you are sleeping with multiple people, you want to at least clean yourself up, prepare yourself as you transition partners and all that. So check out Badge Pro Health at badgeprohealth.com for all the latest products. Use the code Jocin, Jocin, for 20% off anything that they are offering. Yeah. All right, y'all. So
thank y'all for joining. We appreciate
this conversation. Next week we're gonna get a little more heated.
We're gonna save it for next week.
Yeah. We're gonna talk about traditional roles. What should a man and a woman do when they are together? Do they have a role? Do the woman gotta wash the clothes and fold the clothes and have food on the table and all that? Do the man gotta pay all the bills?
Right.
Is it 50-50 or is it 100?
Is it just him limited that he's the provider and protector?
I don't know, man. What you think?
We're gonna talk about it next week.
All right.
Well, make sure before we go, y'all right after this live to go to our YouTube channel, Just Jocin 1. Search Just Jocin 1.
Right on YouTube.
Make sure y'all subscribe to our YouTube channel. Make sure to follow Jarrell Jones on Instagram, Zyron Gilmore on Instagram, Banners Living _podcast on Instagram.
Yeah,
make sure to subscribe on Banners Living Podcast on YouTube.
Share.
We doing some great things.
Yeah, man. If we're giving our time to it, we're gonna try to at least communicate. We saw that people like this, so we wanna help as many people as we can. We want to allow you to support everything that we're doing, as well as We want to just build up a community of people that's like-minded, and that's it.
Yeah.
All right. If y'all need us, hit us on social media, repost the post, share and like it, and we gonna go.
And come with some questions that you want us to talk about next week. Don't be afraid. We're not gonna put your name on blast. We're gonna bring your questions to the platform. We're gonna talk about it. We're gonna discuss it.
And we're gonna go out with all these comments y'all talking. Y'all running it in the chat.
Y'all running it in
Most
the
of
chat.
the women I have.
What's up, Pastor Tori? Pastor Tori, we gotta do something with you.
What's up, Pastor T?
We gotta do something with you.
Most of the women. So we got the other chat. They running it. They talking about that. If most of the women that go to the doctor have STD. The question also was, should men submit? We're gonna go out the last 5 minutes.
Okay, let's go with
talking about that.
Let's go with that.
Should men submit to women? Pastor T, you answer that first. Should men be submissive? I think I know his answer because he's a great husband and father. So should men be submissive?
Is it that man created that women?
Say yes.
The man created that women should be the only one submissive?
Yeah, I think that was a male created thing, but I don't think that.
I think it should go both ways. I think it should go both ways.
I think it's both ways. It's called mutual submission,
and that goes to I need to listen to you, and you need to listen to me too.
Yes,
both ways. That's the only way. It's a partnership. Stop trying to be business partners. So marriage and relationships is all about business partner. How much money? Yeah. Let's go beyond the money. Yeah. When the money gone, we already have money. What we could do beyond the money?
I think I do agree with Jay that men should be providers, but I think in today's society, you have to be open to having and playing both roles. That's why I say I'm traditional and not. My whole thing is I'm a provider, a priest and the pastor of my home. You know what I'm saying? The protector of my home. But my wife has her own career, her own passion, her own purpose, and she's very busy as well. So if it takes me to submission, doesn't mean just doing chores and all that. It's about coming together, being transparent, being open, being honest, like talking through things, saying, okay, look, you require this of me. Okay, I'm gonna do this thing for you because that's what you require.
But the women that make more than men don't need to be thrown in that man's face.
I agree.
If that man matching your hustle, respect that man, man. He matching your hustle. Don't be, I made this, I made that, I got this degree. You ain't your bum, you ain't doing it. No, calm that down.
But I think that shouldn't be in any relationship. So
then we both can be submissive.
I understand that.
Don't be controlling. Don't be controlling.
I think in terms of submission, it's about a lot of people look at submission.
What's the definition of submission? Can you help the people?
That's what I was saying.
Come on, you got one more minute.
Submission for me is about compromising and giving the other person what they require. Okay, so they may require, hey, look, I work this. I need you to do this. I shouldn't have a problem because you're a woman, or A, do this because he a man based on genders. You know what I'm saying? That's why it's called mutual submission. So, like at my house, I wash all the clothes. You know what I mean? We got 5 kids, so I wash all the clothes. So for me, that's submission. All right, so we gonna catch y'all next week. We got Bishop Love on here, but we got 2 minutes. We gonna catch y'all on here. If y'all want to jump over to Instagram, on YouTube, we'll be on YouTube. But that's what submission is to me. We're gonna continue the conversation next week. Peace out, y'all. Tori said he believe in mutual submission. Jay, women should be providers. Peace out. Z.